Hello and welcome back to Puzzle Games. I'm the Beefin314. You are watching the Lunge Fish Open part of the 2025 Tetris Attack versus Speedrun World Championship Tournament Series brought to you by the League of Puzzle Speedrunners. We're here in quarterfinal action, and I've got Tolker here with me, back again on the ones and twos with me. Tolker, what's going on?
Well, I just got my ass handed to me by Kanayo. Thankfully, I'm glad that he will take that win and hopefully take it very far for him. Hopefully not for you. But I am excited to see how our next set of opponents are going to be facing up each other with Cards of the Heart facing off against Skell and Yukisaka facing off against Six.
I'm feeling the love over there, man. Thanks for the well wishes, I guess. But yeah, we're here. We're here for quarterfinal action here. This is going to be the bottom half of the draw here, as we see, the current #1 seed for the World Championship position, but the #2 seed on this tournament, Cards of the Heart, take on Skell. This is a rematch. I know they've had this match a couple of times, and meanwhile, Yuki on the bottom versus Six. Tolker, what are you thinking about these matchups? Talk to me.
Well, to me, it's going to be very interesting because I think one side of the coin here, with the Cards and Six, has a wealth of experience here, while Skell and Yuki have both been more like our rising stars. And I'm very excited to see how the experience is going to play it off against the new, more innovative strats that people have. So I'm really much looking forward to see how these two games are going to pan out.
Yeah, as you can see, yeah, Yuki's showing off them lag chains, a double lag chain down there. All those
And
pillars,
that being a
come on,
third
pillars.
14.
Sweet. Six, I agree with you. Salmon does sound really good. Like, yeah. I had a burger last night. Doesn't even come close to salmon. But I don't know. Is the best salmon better than the worst burger?
That is a really good question. I would say it is, because a good cooked salmon is always incredibly delicious.
Yeah, I love fish. Well, not this fish. Lunge fish is not a homie, but yeah.
That's why we make them into
salmon.
salmon.
I can get down with some burgers. I tear it up with the best of them.
Ty, being a burger guy personally here, still, I do believe I would go for the salmon for this one. I'm also very much a burger guy or a chicken sandwich guy. Really like those. But all right, we have all of our 4 players here. Love 2025 from Yuki, Salmon from Six, Skell just warming up a little bit, and Cards ready to go, hovering that easy. Shall we get everybody underway?
We're gonna get started momentarily. Scale hasn't readied up yet, doing a little bit extra warm up. Again, this is the easy difficulty, and I have never heard a greater misnomer than easy, because yeah, this difficulty is anything but to go fast. Very deceptively named, but yeah, Tolker, talk to me. What do you think about the easy difficulty as someone who's written the book on this? We're waiting for Yuki to ready up, and then we'll be ready to go.
All right. From my perspective, the best part about easy is that from the get-go, you know when you should be sending your trash. The hard part is that timing that garbage with the 7 lines, which, to be honest, is a bit of a big ask, consistently every time during the window that you have, is a bit of a hard task to do. So thankfully, we know the windows now, thanks to the research I've done, but that doesn't make it any easier to get the garbage delivered on time. But I see that our timers are tracking down, so let's get ready to see Yukisaka versus Six, Skell versus Cards of the Heart at the top. Let's go.
I like that pun that you threw in there before the action started. That was pretty nice.
No idea what you're talking about. Every pun here is consenting, but not informed of their presence.
Fair enough. All right, Cards is going to immediately top off Lack here. Skell is going to do the same, but unfortunately runs into a garbage clear. So Cards is going to take an early lead at the top. Meanwhile, Yuki's going to get a 20-second stage. There's going to be a big way behind for 6's stream, so be on the lookout for that as we move forward here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Moving along to Bumpty. Cards setting up a bit of a combo chain here with a lag chain there, going off all the way to an X6. Very nicely done. 6 ended up at 21, 1 second behind Yuki. 14 seconds for Cards Bumpty. Yuki getting it cleared at that 14 seconds, unfortunately for him. And Skell just building up his chain. Garbage looks good. Will Bumpty reach the clearing time? No, 18 for Skell.
Yeah, both players at the top had precarious stack positions, but unfortunately, or fortunately for them, I guess, you know, both enemies were like, I see a clear that I could do, and nah, I don't want to do that. Unfortunately, 6 is not as lucky in that regard, and is going to get garbage cleared on by Bumpty.
And Cards very smartly sending a 4 combo first, making it so that the clear that Pucci did on the right side does not clear his garbage and gets out of there with 16. Skell, on the other hand, finishing his send on 16 seconds and trying to get the kill here somewhere around the 24, 22 seconds. There he goes. Yuki following up with a 23, and because of 6 being a little bit delayed, we're going to be seeing his Pucci coming on right now.
Yeah, incidental clears from the enemy is really unfortunate because even if they're completely topped off and they just go and get a little three pop, that usually wastes about, especially on this easy difficulty, a second and a half. So be on the lookout for all of our racers. Hopefully they don't get any incidental clears. Yuki's sending a gigantic burger. Speaking of burgers, an 8 chain. That's going to immediately top off Wiggler, but going to get out of there under 20 seconds. Very nicely done.
Skell doing pretty well for himself as well, getting a 16-second on his Wiggler, trying to catch up to Cards as much as he can. Cards did get clear on his Wiggler, which gave him a little bit of chance to drink some water, and at the same time, get a little bit of a break. Again, getting cleared by this frog. Will Skell be able to catch up here? Let's see. On the other hand, very appropriately sized by 6, but the clear is there as he did not send enough. He needed one more line, and Yuki also needing one additional line on his frog. Getting cleared anyway, he needed to send that a little bit slower. Cards being the first to get out of frog, Skell seeming to be a close second with his 26, 22 for Yuki, as 6 is starting off his own frog.
Yeah, that start for Skell was a little precarious, especially because there were no combos in that chain, so it was just a big old chain coming down, and yeah, not a lot of backup there.
Beef, you're talking about burgers. These people are wanting to give you what you're talking about. More burgers for Beef, no combos, just a chain, no lettuce. All right, we have Cards leaving Blarg at 22. Skell almost having enough there. Does he finish it? Will the clear with the Reds happen? No, 20 seconds for Skell. Yuki with an amazing 15 on his Blarg and 6, leaving Froggy at 20. I believe he did not really make much time out of Yuki there, but he's still not letting much of the distance go away because the timings are pretty similar for these players.
Yeah, Yuki having a really good 5 chain with a 9 combo in it, making sure that Blarg is immediately topped off. Very good play there. Getting another lag chain there. Wow, just putting on a show here. Ooh, all right, 18 seconds for Yuki. Meanwhile, Skell is dealing with a fish that's 2 lines short, and ooh, there's gonna be the hearts are gonna be there, gonna get that clear there.
We also got an 18 seconds from 6 on that Blarg and a 16 seconds from Cards on his fish. Cards just zooming past here already with a patent pending 1-stage lead. Yuki, on the other hand, let's see, going for an X3 with a 6 combo. Combos are flying on Yuki's side. X5, that might be a little bit short. He's missing 1 line. And Raph can get that clear if he's given the space. He will not find it, thankfully, for Yuki, but that's a 20-second kill for him. 18-second on 6's fish. And Skell building up his Raph. Will he be able to get a decent time here? A little bit short as well. Chains just not being there for Skell.
Yeah, Skell needs to make sure that if there's no combos, hardly any combos, you gotta send a bigger chain. You gotta employ some forky strats.
Give the burger. We want the burger. If you don't have the combos, give us the burger. Extra burger.
And the funk.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful send here by Yuki. Amazing with that 9 combo to end it off and having the follow-up 18 hook bill for him. Cards getting double cleared and a tier 2 cleared
Oh,
combo
wow.
chain from this hook bill, giving Skell all the time to catch up. 37 seconds on Cards hook bill. Skell 1 line short and getting cleared as well as
Yeah.
chained by hook bill as well.
Yeah.
Not playing nice.
Yeah, the way that stack was coming in for Hookbill, unfortunately, Hookbill was going to get to that clear no matter what. That's
Yeah.
super duper unfortunate. Meanwhile, Yuki is the first person to get into the final stage. Looking like a really good send here. Double pillars, bang! Wow,
16
Yukisaka,
seconds.
unbelievable, taking the overall race win there. Very nicely done. Let's see how everybody else
Six
finishes up
getting to a
here.
2-line hook bill with a clear. Unfortunately, he cannot be happy. That's going to be a lot of time wasted on that block clear. Unfortunately for him. Skell, do you have the combos? You do not have the combos on this plant. We are not going to get easy. Yuki being the first one out, Cards being the second one out with a plant that actually cleared a little bit on him for 630. And we have Six and Skell wrapping up their races here versus this plant.
This cave is extremely trolling Skell here as Skell finishes up here, and we're gonna see Six finish up here pretty soon. And yeah, this one was a little wild, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that Ty seems to be having the time of his life there in chat. But yeah, this was a bit wild. Let's see what time Six ends up with. Six ends with a 7:06. So being the one taking the last place in our race. Let's give both Cards and Yuki that first win, though. Well done for both of you. Yuki amazingly played that easy difficulty. Those lag chains and big combos definitely stacked up really, really nicely for him. And the send time was also very appropriate. Cards getting a little bit cleared out at the end there by that hook bill and that plant, but did manage to get his very consistent time as we do expect from Cards.
Yeah, I mean, very well done by Yuki getting the overall race win at 6:18 or 6:17, excuse me. Yeah, that's really, really strong. You know, I try to get at least a 6:30 in my easies to have a shot against people, and super strong to get the overall race win here. Gotta
Yeah.
have some confidence going into game 2, and we're trying to figure out what that is as Skell and Six are figuring out what that difficulty is. And it
Normal
looks like
seems to
it
be
is
the
going to be
call.
normal. Okay. And as I'm getting the normal room set up, Polker, what do you think are the keys to the matchup for normal here with these 4 players?
Well, I haven't really gone in depth as far as normal as I did with easy. However, I have seen the 7-line burger still works in normal. There's just a little bit less wait time from our AI players. So I am excited to see how the strategies will change. Are players still going to be just focusing on getting those massive lag chains with their combos in as quickly as they can, or if they're going to be having a little bit of patience when they see that the AI is going to get those clears, because the AI does have their little wait time before they start doing random clears near the top or looking for those horizontal. So I am excited to see how this normal is going to play out. What about you, Beef? What are you looking forward to seeing in this normal? Do you think Yuki's going to take another one from Six? Do you think Six experience is going to pull him back here and make the set even? And what are we expecting from Cards and Skell? Do we think Skell is going to be able to keep the consistency up here for this normal?
Real talk, normal is Yuki's best category, so 6 is definitely going to have an uphill climb. Meanwhile, on the top match, you know, I know that Skell has been practicing normal a lot more, as I'm going to go ahead and let our racers go now. Yeah, Skell has been grinding normal a lot more, so I'm excited to see their progress against Cards. Hopefully, you know, I want Skell to win this one. We can get a game 3 at the top. I want maximum chaos. But let's see what the game is going to give everybody. This is a race to Kamek. So good luck to everybody. Once again, match point for both Yuki and Cards.
Yeah, I don't know if Scale would want to go to hard difficulty, though. I remember Cards was practicing that yesterday, and he was getting Yoshi-type time, so I know that he was practicing Yuki with a huge X7, 3 combos there. Cards with a very clean 13-second, as well as Scale with another 13-second Lucky 2. Those two at our top lane, not letting any distance happen, and 6 accidentally double swapping there, or probably intentional. Getting cleared on, unfortunately, while Yuki gets out with a 19. Very, very quickly, their players are showing off their experience and their ability here.
Yeah, unfortunate 2-chain there from Lack on 6's side. Gonna increase the lead for Yuki again. Oh, Yuki's having... Oh, hearts are gonna align. Everybody's getting cleared on Bumpty, except... Skell is not going to get cleared on, as Skell is going to take the lead after 2 stages.
Getting that timing down to not let the AI clear, saving a few seconds, actually more like 10 seconds, because Cars had his topped off at around 17. So Cars lost 10 seconds on that clear. Skell, on the other hand, made some time thanks to that appropriately timed send. Yuki also getting cleared, but trying to bite back here with this dog. S6 moves along with a 19 Bumpty. Let's see. 11 seconds, 12 seconds for Yuki. What a stellar performance on that dog. On the other hand, Cards getting cleared on again. Skell getting out of that dog with a 20-second. And let's see how 6 decides to handle this dog.
Skell was very lucky that Bushi only wasted time and didn't get any clears. But yeah, Yuki is on a heater right now. It looks like there's going to be a color conflict. The stars were right there to continue the chain, but Yuki's just going to be pretty short here. Is going to have to rebuild another chain.
Yeah, looking a little bit lost.
Chain right there. Getting a frame perfect swap for the 6 combo in there. But just too little too late, as Wiggler is going to get a clear there. Meanwhile, Cards is going to get a 15 Wiggler and retake the lead.
Yuki unfortunately got a little bit lost there, but finally out of 33 seconds, giving 6 a lot of air to be able to catch up here while we move on to Froggy. Cards being the first to touch the normal 5th stage, which is almost our halfway point, because this is an odd number of stages here. But yeah, we see Cards, beautiful standard send, 7 lines right there. Froggy croaked his last croak right here. Skell seemingly trying to do the same thing for a 17. Will get it for his Frog, just losing a couple seconds there. Yuki a little bit short. His performance is dwindling a little bit here. I think he might be trying to go a little bit too fast instead of focusing on the performance he's been giving us. And 6 here going on to his Frog, making a consistently large chain, going for X6, X6, X7. That should be a big burger, just enough the 7 line because of the 4 combos. If this Frog downstacks, 6 will not be seeing a good time. Oh, he does have the follow-up there, as Cards moves along with Blarg in 20.
Skell needs that to drop. Skell was only 1 line short, and unfortunately, Blarg was able to get that downstack. Gonna be further and further behind. Yuki, meanwhile, is getting the 16. Is gonna keep moving on, very close to a 1-stage lead, almost a 1-stage lead. In Cards, getting another lag chain, getting a frame perfect swap lag chain in the air.
Beautiful done. And 15-second for namesake stage for Cards of the Heart. Yuki saying, "Shut up, Tolker. I know what I'm doing. You are not the boss of me. Here's my chain and my send. Look at this beauty. X6. That should be more than enough for this fish. No immediate clear at that top. The downstack stair, 17 seconds, while Skell gets out with a 19. Well played from our players. All the minus 20 stages here for this normal run.
Yeah, 6 is gonna make sure that this fish is gonna get topped off. Gonna send a 6 chain here. Gonna make sure that fish is all the way there. But there's the 4 combo right at the top. Fish is gonna D-pillar once, but no second D-pillar in 19 seconds. And Cards is already into hook bill. All right, and
second wrap for
Cards.
15. Yeah, Cards had a 13-second wrap, 15-second wrap coming up from Skell, and 19 from Yuki. Take it away, Beef.
All right, we're going into the cave now. Wow, another excellent send from Cards, getting a 14 there. Yuki, meanwhile, is still definitely one stage ahead. Oh no, Raven's gonna get that green. He's just gonna swap it right over there. And it's gonna line up a chain off the garbage here. But Yuki doesn't look like he's sent too much. He's gonna have to send a counter attack here, especially with Hookbill not being topped off. Meanwhile, Skell is gonna make up a little bit of time, try to keep up there with a 17. Cards is one line short on Plant. But Plant downstacks incorrectly. Is gonna get a 14 there.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be Cards first into the final stage, which is Kamek.
Skell did do a very, very nice send on that Hookbill for him. He had a chain going while he was doing combos on the side, which was very efficient for him to get out of there. Unfortunately for him, Cards is already at the last stage, and he still has to deal with this Plant. Will he be able to get it one line short? Unfortunately for Skell, that might be all he wrote for this tournament. On the other hand, 6 getting cleared on by Hookbill, and 15-second Plant for Yukisaka. Moving on to the last stage of his normal run, Cards with a 21-second Kamek is the first one to get out of this race with a 6:28. Well done, Cards of the Heart. Let's see if Skell can finish strong against his Kamek. See how Yuki and 6 both deal with their Kamek and Plant respectively.
Again, yeah, this is match point Yuki, so this is gonna be, if Yuki can hold on and not have a really rough Kamek, this is gonna be Yuki's first trip to the semifinals.
16-second for Yuki. Yuki taking no chances and saying, "This is my semifinal to play." Yuki with a 7:01, and Skell not too far after with a 7:05, finishing his normal 4 seconds away from his easy time.
And as we finish up here with 6's Kamek, yeah, this was a really, really swingy race for a lot of people. Just making sure that everybody was topped off, and that's what caused a lot of the drama, is that there were some levels right there that didn't have everything topped off, and that opened up a lot of chances for a lot of people.
And am I seeing this correctly? But Cards got a better normal time than he did an easy time for this one race.
Yeah, you are seeing that correctly. I don't think I've seen that in a while, so that's another achievement, I suppose. But yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This quarterfinal action. On the bottom, 6 is going to clock in with a 7:54, but Yuki with a 7:01, the second best normal time of this quad, is going to take star number 2 and the win, going to move on to the semifinals. Meanwhile, Cards of the Heart with a 6:28 normal, better than his easy time, takes it over Skell with a 7:05. Cards is going to take star number 2, and the left side is going to move on to the semifinals. Well, they will play each other in V-Hard action.
Very, very exciting matches. We're going to have Beefin against Kanayo coming up, and we're going to have Cards against Skell against Yuki coming up. It's going to be a very, very nice tournament to keep watching.
All the competitors in this the bottom half of the bracket. But let's go ahead and let's make the results official. With 2-0 clean sweeps, Cards of the Heart and Yukisaka win their matches. Both of them are going to earn some points towards the world seeding and move on to the semifinals. They will play each other in V-Hard action. That's going to be very, very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to calling that match. Hopefully,
huge round of applause to both of our winners here. Huge round of applause. Incredible performances from both.
Absolutely, and I don't know if we've got the bracket updated. Let's see the bracket right now, and there you go. Cards and Yuki, 2 and 3 seeds respectively, going to move on to semifinals. Tolker, any last words on this match? Talk to me.
I mean, we clearly saw what Yuki has in store once he is out of his head. The moment this man stops rushing, he gets all of the lag chains, which is amazing to see with so many combos involved. Cards on his side, incredibly methodical, really good at keeping his pace and his strong sense. So I'm very happy to see both how the new Rising Stars and the methodology is there. 6, unfortunately, not his strongest showing. I know that he has more potential there. Maybe he was out of his grind game. And from scale, easy was not as big. Normal was a very much more decent time, but unfortunately for him, Cards was outdoing his own easy during his normal run, which was a bit outside of scale's reach.
Well said, very well said. But yeah, that's the bottom half of the quarterfinals. But we've still got a top half to deal with. Coming up next, it is going to be myself versus Kanayo and Tayman ND against Ty. Who will survive?
That will be very, very exciting.
Yeah.